Welcome to Local Fish Store World Travel. Today, we're headed back to New York City. So we're leaving Long Island and headed back on the Long Island Railroad. We won't be taking our usual tour of the city as this store has a lot to see. So we'll need all our time to make sure we get everything in. Today, our destination is Pacific Aquarium, located at 46 Delancey Street, New York, New York. Pacific Aquarium is located on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, right next to Chinatown. When you first step foot into Pacific Aquarium, you are greeted by one of the most beautiful planet aquariums I've ever seen. It looks healthy and so full of life. Pacific Aquarium has been around for over 30 years and has been known for its work with planet aquariums for at least the past 20 years.
Hey guys, this is Tom.
Actually, hold your thought, Thomas. Wait, did I just shush myself? Never mind. I would first like to start things off with one of the things that makes Pacific Aquarium a unique experience. Pacific Aquarium likes to think of themselves as innovators of the nanotank, both freshwater and saltwater. They keep several cycle nanotank displays with beautiful aquascapes in the front of the store. The cool part is that all the tanks are fully cycled and available for customers to buy. If a customer is interested, they immediately break down the tank, put the fish, sand, filtration, and water in bags, and then here's the cool part. They then hail a taxi for the customer and send them home with a completely cycled nanotank setup that they can start right away. And not to worry, if the customer would like the same aquascape design that they see in the store, Pacific Aquarium provides that type of service as well. In this hobby, patience brings the best rewards, but this takes that initial waiting period out of the equation. But hey, this doesn't get you away from maintenance. I then asked Will of Pacific Aquarium what else sets them apart from other aquarium stores around the country.
We mainly major in two things, the exotics and plants. Whatever you guys don't see at local pet stores, we can try to get them in.
Okay.
Let's say, for example, axolotls. They're Mexican salamanders, aquatic salamanders. They're very, very hard to get. We can get them. And we bring that personal exoticness to people's houses. And stuff that you don't see on an everyday basis when you go into, like, let's say a franchise store or a regular common fish store outside of New York City. We also have a variation of other smaller stuff, like your average tetras, goldfish, kois. Planted aquarium is supposedly the newest thing, the newest craze nowadays, and I guess right here in New York City. There's very, very few stores that actually carry the amount of plants that we carry here. We have a lot of different types of variation of plants, ranging from your basic Amazon stores to like the harder Rotalia family plants. We have a lot of different substrates for all these plants at aquariums. The flora base from Red Sea, Fluval, Stratum from Hagen themselves. They're very, very comparable to the Amazonian soils that a lot of people are sort of praising over, the Amano setups, basically.
I love plantain.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when it comes to different types of variation of plants. Definitely, like creativity is endless and boundless.
Yeah.
In this type of aquascaping, and having a planted aquarium is just. Number one, I think it's great feng shui.
And I'm so happy you mentioned that. We're in New York, and feng shui is really the thing right now.
Absolutely.
How many people come in and they ask you about that? So when it comes to fish and where they should place it, become like experts in it or more?
Oh, absolutely. We had to definitely read up on it. We live in a society where a lot of like corporate built clients of ours who come in, and of course they want whatever is possible, however is possible to increase their business.
Yeah.
So adding a tank is very good feng shui. Apparently it is. having it at an ideal location. They believe in having a tank right by the waiting room because it keeps the people from, I guess, it lowers anxiety.
Now, when it comes to actually the corporations that actually your services, are they getting more freshwater tanks or saltwater?
Well, it depends. It's half and half, I would say. It goes right down the middle. I would say, I would say more fresh water, just because we major in it a lot more.
Okay.
We have a lot more flexibility to it. But saltwater it's up there as well too. I guess aside from the traditional fancy guppies that we normally carry, we also have the exotic ones, like for example the red Moscows, which are harder to get. And of course, it does come with a heftier price tag at the end. But yeah, when it comes to guppies, we can definitely get our hands on even cobra guppies.
Okay, well.
Yeah, so they're really nice and brightly lit yellow guppies. Aside from regular guppies, I also get emerald guppies as well too. Okay. Not a lot of stores carry that just because they're so small.
Yeah.
And they're very fragile. But we try our best to sort of have a huge selection of emeralds as well too.
Right, and now to my side of the hobby, saltwater.
Saltwater, yeah. We try to cover the whole 9 yards between corals, reef, to fish.
SPS, LPS.
So saltwater, it's a very interesting hobby. A lot of people are making that transition over to as well too, just because it deals with a lot of aquascaping. And a lot of people like that hands-on feel to when you're just decorating the tank.
And actually, since the technology is advancing, nano aquariums are bringing a lot more people into the hobby as well.
It is.
Because it's more affordable.
Oh, absolutely. It's economical, number one. Number two, a lot of people in New York City, these guys live in studio apartments.
They don't have a lot of space.
They don't have a lot of space. Aside from their, your bed, the living room, and just the dining room table, these guys don't have a space for like a 50-gallon tank or a 100-gallon tank.
So a nano tank is perfect.
Oh, absolutely. A nano tank would just fit right on top of these shelves, and they're just perfect. I guess it brings a little bit of the ocean towards their studio apartment.
Well, guys, it's finally that time for me to catch my flight and leave New York City and head back to Atlanta. I have to admit, I am a little homesick. If you would like to learn more about Pacific Aquarium, please visit their website at pacificnyc.com. You can also check out their Facebook page as well. Would also appreciate you stopping by my Facebook page at Thomas Vision Reef. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. And if this is your first time here, welcome. And please consider subscribing. Hey, this is Thomas, Aquarium Hobby Reporter. This is the Ultimate Hobby.